Welcome back. For this week's Mattar Help segment, I'm joined by William Mattar from our sponsors at the law offices of William Mattar, as well as Jackie from Western New York Food for Paws to learn more about their partnership. Welcome, you two. Thanks so much for joining me.
Chelsea, thank you so much for having us.
Of
We're
course.
so happy to be here for another Mattar Help segment where we always are trying to highlight great organizations that are helping people and pets across Western New York. And so today we're going to have Jackie speak with us from Western New York Food for Paws.
Beautiful. Jackie, tell us about Western New York Food for Paws and when you founded this organization.
So back like 3 years ago, even before that, we were with another group and we did more rescue groups. And we kind of collaborated with the rescues and brought them all together. But then during the pandemic, one of the pantries had contacted one of our board members and said, you know, we really need to find a way to get pet food. Our clients are coming in and asking for food for themselves, extra food, so they can give it to their pets, which isn't so healthy.
Yeah.
So that kind of put up a little light bulb, and we decided, you know what, we really should start something to go ahead and take care of the pets. So Western New York Food for Paws was born, and we created a 501 and partnered with a whole bunch of people, and here we are.
Beautiful. So let's get into your overall mission and what you've been able to accomplish.
So actually, our mission is keeping families together one bowl at a time.
I love that.
So when we started out in 2022, we had 5 pantries that we took care of. And, you know, food was rolling in, but at a small pace. And then 3 years later, we're up to 36 pantries. We
Wow.
started in Erie and Niagara County. Now we're in Allegheny, Chautauqua, Erie, and Niagara. And we have 45 barrels out throughout the community that we ask people to please help fill that barrel. But we just simply keep growing and growing. The need is out there so tremendous that we just want people to keep their pets with them.
And how has the reception been between both the food pantries and the families that you serve?
Phenomenal. The food pantries are so thankful. You know, when you go in and you see the smiles on their faces and you watch some of the clients and they're like, I would have had to surrender my pet if it wasn't for this. And the public is great. The barrels get filled. We have a lot of community support from organizations. I don't know if I can mention names, but like Pet Supplies Plus comes through, Purina comes through. We have a group out of Ohio, Be Like Cheryl, they'll send food in. And just a lot of groups like William Mattar's organization will bring a barrel in November. They fill up actually there's a couple of barrels in different locations, and they'll fill that up. And it's all added venue to us that we can, you know, support these folks and keep on going. I mean, we're at 36 pantries. I'd love to see it grow even more.
Yeah.
But we got to kind of crawl before we walk. So 3 years into this, I think we're doing okay.
I wouldn't say you're crawling at this point with 36 pantries. It sounds like you're doing pretty well. But William, she mentioned it. So at William Mattar Law Offices, you guys have your own barrel, and is that how you support?
Yes, we support in various ways, but Jackie's been doing things helping pets for years, and William Mattar has been working with Jackie for years. But so in November, we put a barrel in, and because that's our adopt a rescue animal month for us at William Mattar. And so we always bring that barrel in. And Jackie and her team is amazing. Some days it's rainy and they'll come and drop off the barrel, and we'll fill all the barrels at our firm. And we know there's a need because this has grown so tremendously with you having so many food pantries that you're bringing food to. And so we're always encouraging people to be able to help with donations and fill the barrels, and then, if possible, volunteer.
Exactly, yes.
Yes, I'm sure volunteering is always a need, right?
We have a very small group, so there's only 7 of us board members, and then we have a few other folks that help, you know, go pick up barrel donations and stuff. We could always use more help. I mean, the more we grow, it's kind of difficult because some of us are running around. I mean, our poor vehicles are like beat up pretty bad. But yeah, we could always use more folks, whether it's helping in the warehouse, collecting barrels, just knocking on doors. Organizations like even like the Scouts, the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, if they wanted to do like a campaign where they take flyers to a door and then the following Saturday they go pick up the donations. Anything creative.
Yeah.
People want to think outside the box. We're willing to listen and help them out, and it helps us and it helps the animals.
Do you want to talk about why it was so important for the firm to support an organization like this?
Well, at our firm, we love helping people and pets.
Yes.
So we've been helping pets for many, many years, and an organization like Western New York Food for Paws is really one of those things that is able to help our overall mission. We want to make sure that dogs and cats are adopted. But one of the good things about what Jackie and her team is doing is that they're able to provide food to keep people that are less fortunate, that are having a hard time financially, be able to have the food, to be able to keep their dogs and cats in their homes instead of bringing them to a shelter, which ultimately helps, we believe, save dogs and cats.
That's right. Jackie, how can our viewers support your mission?
So I think basically right now is just to help us, whether it's corporate or whether it's just individuals that may have a bag of food that their dog and cat doesn't want anymore. We will take open bags, and we don't really want expired stuff. If it's maybe a month expired, that's okay. But we really could use just everybody, a huge team community effort, just to get behind this and keep on going so that no pet is left behind suffering and hungry. And you know, when especially older people, that's their companion.
Yeah.
They really need their pet at home. So, and anybody, I wouldn't want to have to give her up. I mean, that would just break my heart. So, yeah, and we hear this all the time, like I said, from the pantries. You know, people will say, I was almost going to surrender my dog or cat. So with this, at least we can keep them home with us. And that's our whole mission.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming in, William. Thank you so much for bringing this to Daytime Buffalo to share more about the great work that you're doing. Viewers, if you want to learn more about how our sponsors at the law offices of William Mattar are making a difference in our community, you can visit WilliamMattar.com. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.